Hey there, Major Heatley. As far as the weather is concerned, we've been pretty quiet to start the week. We had some sun yesterday. Today, just some very spotty rain and snow. If you've been seeing any at all, mainly just a lot of clouds, but it's going to get busy in the weather department from mid to late week. We're talking about a pretty good mix of rain, snow, and ice coming in for certain areas over the next few days. Again, we've already seen a little bit today, just some very spotty precipitation. Still could see a few more spotty showers, some drizzle, even some freezing drizzle tonight, maybe a few snowflakes, especially north of I-64. But most of us stay pretty dry overnight tonight. It's tomorrow, essentially through Thursday and Friday, that we're worried about the potential for some cold rain in a lot of areas, but also some wintry weather in others. We've got winter storm watches out starting tomorrow for Pocahontas, Greenbrier, Fayette, Raleigh, Wyoming counties. These will likely be upgraded to advisories and or warnings in certain areas because it just depends on where you are, how much cold air and how much of one precipitation type versus another you'll see. We've actually got ice storm warnings in the purple. One of the first times I've seen these off to our west in Kentucky, where ice is expected to get really bad there, over 1/4 of an inch across a lot of areas, which definitely cause power problems. We could see some isolated instances of that here in our area. I'm not going to rule that out. I'll get to those amounts for us here in a second. But again, tonight we look quiet. Right now we're actually pretty comfortable at this hour for this time of year. We're sitting in the 40s for most, if not the upper 30s. We'll hover around freezing for most spots overnight tonight and into early tomorrow. We've got this frontal boundary that's setting up across our area in the coming days. Multiple rounds of low pressure heading in our direction, especially along that boundary. And that just pushes a lot of moisture over top of some decently cold air that we're going to have. But we've got these differing layers. We've got this warm air trying to overrun this cold air. And when you have those differing layers, that's when you get these different precipitation types. So let's take a close look at futurecasts and break those down. Again, tonight, just a lot of clouds, aside from a spotty shower or a few flurries. We're just going to see a lot of clouds waking up tomorrow morning, too. Highs still in the 30s and 40s, but notice the differences around. Not everyone will be at the same temperature tomorrow afternoon. So we'll see more snow and a little bit of ice, especially along and north of I-64 where we're colder and at the higher elevations. The rest of us, though, pretty much just seeing a cold rain with occasional ice and snow. And that will be the case starting again tomorrow evening. And look what happens as we head into tomorrow night. It intensifies. It becomes wider spread, heavier in some spots, and it looks like we generally hold on to the same pattern. Along and south of 460, mainly just rain. Then on the outskirts, you've got a little mixing with sleet, freezing rain. In the pink there, the further north you go, that's when you'll see more of the snow mix in here. And it just, again, depends on where you are, how much you will see. As of right now, this is my best guess. This map will definitely be subject to change as we're watching the data still come in. And there's still some inconsistencies, but generally in the 1 to 3 range, that's snow and sleet accumulation there. Further north, that's mainly snow in the 3 to 5, 5 to 8 categories. So parts of Greenbrier, Pocahontas, northern Fayette getting the most there. And then as you head south, the amounts become less as you run into that warmer air. Just a trace, if anything, but those higher spots, we could definitely see a glaze of ice, 2/10 of an inch or so at some of those higher spots, and that could cause some slick areas too. So please just be careful, especially in the northern portions of our area through the end of the work week. Getting cold again through Valentine's Day too. Could see some more snow then. Hey, we'll be right back right after this break. Don't go away.